Hello. Today's practice is a yoga with light weights flow. I love incorporating the lightweight repetitions into those longer held yoga poses, which helps to increase both muscular endurance as well as impacts bone strength. So, we're going to start today's practice standing at the front short side of the mat. The blocks and the light weights can be at the front short side. I usually use somewhere between 2 to 5 pound weights, and a blanket can go across the center of your yoga mat. So, we're going to turn to face the front short side of the mat, beginning today's practice in the mountain pose. So, placing the feet about frontal hip bone distance apart and allowing the arms to come down by the sides. We're going to turn the palms slightly forward to create a sense of openness across the center of the chest. The chest muscles will often get restricted, especially if we do work in our life that takes the arms in front of the body for long periods of time, such as typing. So roll the palms forward and create openness across the center of the heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and then as you're exhaling, soft sigh out through the mouth. Take your breath in, circle sweep your arms, reaching your arms up and along the sides of the face, full body extension, prayer hands connecting, and then just simply drawing those prayer hands down into your heart. Let's do that 2 more times. A simple sun breath. Breathe in, circle sweep the arms out to the side. Reach them upward by the sides of the face, prayer hands connecting and coming down into the heart. Last time, inhale, circle sweep the arms, fingertips reach upward to the sky, prayer hands connecting and coming down into the heart space. Inhale, circle sweep, reach the arms long by the sides of the face. This time, prayer hands connecting, and as they come through your heart, allow your knees to bend. So start to come forward over the legs, landing there in the forward fold. So you may feel some tightness across the legs, so just let your knees bend a fair amount to reduce any strain in the low back. As you're taking your breath in, we're going to lift the belly away from the thighs, reaching out through the crown of the head. And if it feels right, you might bring a little more length to the legs by straightening the knees a bit. And as you're exhaling, just start to bend your knees again and fold the body into the legs, kind of sandwiching the chest and the belly into the thighs. Inhale, lift through the belly, press into the feet, maybe bring a little more length to the legs as you anchor your feet down, and then exhale as you fold into the legs. And let's do that 1 more time. So inhale, lift the belly, reach out through the crown of the head, press strong down into the inner and outer feet, and then exhale as you fold in. Okay, sandwich the torso into the thighs. Now you're going to catch hold of those weights. You're going to start to bend the knees and bring some length into the spine. We're going to draw those weights into the chest as we press down and come up to stand, shoulders over hips. Stay facing the front short side. I'm going to face out toward the camera for a moment. So you're going to turn your palms forward and stretch your arms up by your ears. You're going to exhale and bend the elbows into cactus arms. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Keep the elbows bent. Bring the bent elbows forward. So the elbows and the upper arms, forearms end up running about parallel to one another. Open the elbows back out and then inhale, stretch the arms up. We'll do that flow a few times. So exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, draw the arms closer toward one another in front of the chest. Exhale, open the elbows back out. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, elbows bend. Inhale, draw the elbows forward. Exhale, open the arms back out. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, elbows bend. Inhale, draw the elbows forward. Exhale, open the elbows back out. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, let your elbows bend. Inhale, draw the elbows forward. Exhale, open the elbows back out. Inhale, reach the arms back up. You're going to turn your palms to face in toward one another and bring your weights together and down into your chest. Inhale, draw your tailbone down and lift up through your heart. And then as you're exhaling, you're going to bend your knees. You're going to come forward over the legs, coming back into the forward fold. And as you land, just set the weights out to the sides of the mat and inhale, lift through the belly again. Reach out through the crown of the head. We're going to be stepping the feet back into all fours, tabletop. So let your knees bend, let your hands come down. You're going to start to walk your feet back, and then you're going to lower your knees down to the mat. We're going to keep the weight in the right knee and extend the left leg out to the side. You might have to inch that right hand a little bit farther forward, maybe 1 to 2 inches. You're going to catch hold of the weight in the left hand. So as you breathe in, we're going to let the left elbow draw up toward the ceiling. You might keep your gaze down toward your right hand. And then exhale, let the left hand come back toward the floor. And then those are the pulses we're going to do. So you're going to lift the elbow up and then let the hand come back down. Draw the elbow up to the sky and then back down. A few more times. Feel the breath steady at the back of the throat. Your right hand is like an anchor to the earth. As the left elbow draws up, open through the left chest. Let's do 2 more. Okay. As the hand comes down, set the weight out to the side. Keep the legs as they are. You might need to inch both hands forward 1 to 2 inches. We'll do a little bit of pulsing here. So send the hips back toward your right heel and then rock the hips back up. Feel free to go a little wider if you're with your hands, if that feels better on your shoulders. Allow your movements to feel smooth. Okay, so you're going to let the left knee come back in. Now we are going to shift the hands out to the right. So walk the hands to the right, keep leaning into the back right knee, and you're going to step that left foot forward now. Now before we go into using the weights again, just slide the yoga blocks back so they're underneath of your hands. You're just going to do a little bit of pulsing here. So first, initially, just to give that back right knee a break, lift it away from the floor momentarily so you're in a high lunge. So inhale, high lunge position, and then as you're exhaling, slide your hips up and back. You might even rock onto the left heel if you want a little extra opening through the back of the lower leg. And then just inhale, come back to the lunge, and then exhale, maybe rocking onto your left heel. So just opening up through the front right hip and down through the thigh, and then also through the back of the left leg. Okay, coming into low lunge. Again, we're going to lower that back right knee. Now you can move your blocks off to the side, and maybe the right hand even stays on the block that's beneath the right, or you can bring the hand all the way to the floor. We are going to go nice and wide with that left foot, turning the heel in and the toes out, catching hold of the weight again in the left hand. Now we're going to do those same pulses here with that left elbow. So you're going to draw the elbow up to the sky and then back down. Okay, that's one option. Now, since we're doing this a second time around, if you want to draw the elbow up and then open the arm and then bend the elbow and come back down, that's going to be another option. Got 2 options for this flow. I like to keep my gaze down toward the floor. I often find I tend to gather a lot of tension in the neck and head, so looking down tends to be the best for me. But you can look out to the side, maybe up. Let's do two more. Okay, and then we're going to let that weight come back out to the side. We want to heel toe the left foot in a bit. We're going to press into the back ball of the foot, and then we are going to step forward. So you can press off the right foot, step forward, and let's just bend in the knees momentarily, sweep the arms open, stretch the fingertips up to the sky, prayer hands coming together and down into the heart. And so you can do a little bit of bounce across the knees. You might go a little wider with your feet and just extend and bend the elbows. Just let the knees have a little bounce to them. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, sigh it out. Okay, and then just coming big to the center, we're gonna bring the feet underneath of the hips, turn the palms forward, open through the chest. Deep breath in, sweep those arms up along the sides of the face, prayer hands connecting, coming through the heart, bend at your knees. Fold your body forward and into the legs. Inhale, you can lift your belly away from your thighs. You can reach out long through the crown of the head. We're going to go back to that table again. So really bend in the knees, plant the hands, and just step the feet back. We're lowering the knees down to the floor. So we're going to let the weight come into the left knee, send the right leg open to that gate position. You may need to walk your left hand a little forward. We're going to catch hold of the weight in the right hand, and then we're going to inhale, draw the right elbow to the sky, and then lower the right hand down, and then right elbow up to the sky, and then back down, elbow drawing up, and then back down. Let's do a few more. Let's go into our last two. Okay, as the right hand comes down, the weight comes down. You may have to adjust your hands a little farther forward. And then let's begin to rock the hips back toward your left heel. And then rock the hips back up. Okay, another time or two, is creating lots of space in that inner right leg. Okay, and then as your hips rock up, this next time around, let your right knee come down to the floor. Walk your hands over to the left. We're going to lean to the left, step the right foot forward. You may have to adjust the right foot an inch or two forward, left knee back. Slide the blocks beneath your hands, press into the left ball of the foot and lift the knee. So you just give the left knee some break from having that pressure down into the earth. And we're just pulse through high lunge in that pyramid variation. So high lunge, and then start to move your hips up and back. You can always keep that full right foot down, or you might rock onto the right heel if that feels appropriate for your body. And right knee bends. Let your hips come up and back. One more time. Okay, now when you go back to that high lunge, you're going to lower that back left knee so that left hand's going to go really wide. Maybe the hand is on the block or maybe it's on the floor. Heel toe the right foot out so the foot is wide. Right toes are angled in. Right toes are angled out rather. Right heel is angled in. Catch hold of the weight in your right hand, and then we're going to draw the weight up toward the sky and then back down. So we're doing that same move we were doing earlier when we had the gate legs. Now you can stay with that or feel free to draw the elbow up, extend the arm, elbow bends, and weight comes down. Elbow bends, extend, and then back down. So you may find that one of these options feels better in your body, so you can take the option that feels the best. It may be different on this second side than the first side. One more time. Okay, the weight is going to come down. We're going to actually place that right hand back to the inside of the right foot, and we're going to step that right knee back. Okay, come back through table. Now, as you come back, lean into your right knee, extend your left leg back, press the ball of the foot on the mat, and then just give a little press out through the left heel. You're just pressing it to the back and then letting it rock forward. Okay, we're gonna bend the left knee and let it come down momentarily. We're gonna reach for a weight. You're gonna end up placing the bar of the weight right behind the left knee. So you're gonna lean into the right knee. You're gonna keep the left knee bent, and then we're just gonna do some baby pulses. So you're gonna lift the foot up toward the sky and then a slight lower. Reach out through the crown of your head. So we're working in the hamstring muscles and the gluteal muscle, gluteus maximus on the left side, but you can feel this maybe in your right hip too, because the right hip muscles are stabilizing to keep the body stable in this position. Okay, last few times. Okay, and then we'll lower the left knee back down, put a little extra weight in the right so you can reach back, catch hold of the weight, sway out your hips. Okay, we're leaning into the left knee, sending the right leg back, giving a few pulses with the right heel toward the back and then forward. Okay, bend your right knee, reach for the weight with the right hand, place the bar of the weight behind that right knee. Gently squeeze the bar of the weight as you start to lift the right knee away from the floor, sole of the right foot lifting up, and we can start to do some baby pulses. Keep reaching out long. Okay. Last repetitions. Okay, lowering that right knee down, reaching back, catching hold of the weight, setting it out to the side, swinging your hips. Right, we're going to swing the legs around, come on down to the spine just for a few closing stretches. So we'll shift the hips to the center and bring the body down onto the spine. Pick up the feet, hug the thighs in toward the body, and just give a little bit of like gentle rolling on the low back. So whenever we're using the light weight, it's really important to give a little bit of opening through the chest to help counterbalance that strengthening in the chest. So let's keep the right knee drawn into the body and send the left leg out long on the mat. And then keep the left hand connected to the right leg around the knee. Open the right arm out in a T position, palm facing up. We're going to draw the right leg across the body to bring the body into a spinal twist. And if you like, you might just kind of rock a little bit in and out of that. So when you're breathing in, you could bring the right leg partially out of the twist. And then as you exhale, you can take the leg a little more deeply across the body. You can feel the rotation right around your shoulder blades, your ribs, your right chest. A little bit of rocking back out. And if you feel ready, you could do a longer hold or you could continue to rock in and out of that twist. Nice full deep breath, awareness of breath across the back of your throat, and then come back to the center, keeping that right knee drawn into the body. You're going to bend your left knee, plant the foot, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Press your right hand into your right thigh a bit. So you just create some external rotation. You can stay right here. This is a bit gentler, just to hold here. You can pick up the left foot so that you hug the shape of the legs into the body, maybe taking the hands to the back of the left thigh. You can also loop a yoga strap across the back of the thigh. One more option I want to give just to counterbalance the where we had the weight behind the knee is to maybe reach that left heel up toward the sky. Just kind of opening up through the right hip, but then also to the back of the left leg. Okay, and then let's rebend the left knee, let it come down, release your right leg, let it come down, do a few sways. Okay, pick up your left knee, hug the thigh in, send the right leg out, long on the mat. So hold on to the left knee with the right hand, open the left arm out to the side. We're going to guide the left leg across the body, coming into spinal twist. We could do those gentle pulses in and out as you breathe in, let your body come slightly out of the twist. And then as you're exhaling, go in just a bit deeper. Inhale, come slightly out. Exhale, go across. One more time. Inhale, pull slightly out, and exhale, come across. So then we're just gonna hold. Deepen the breath across the back of your throat. Okay, come back out of the twist. Hug the left knee and thigh into the body. Plant your right foot on the floor. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Press your left hand into your left thigh. So creating a little bit of a deepening in the external rotation of the left leg. Okay, so you can stay here or pick up your right foot. So you draw the figure four shape in toward the body. Hands on the back of the right thigh, or take a yoga strap or a scarf and loop it around the back of the right thigh for support. And send that right heel maybe up toward the sky just to counterbalance the weight being behind the back of the knee. Okay, nice deep full breath in. And then bend the right knee, let the right foot come down, release the left foot, few windshield wipers with your knees. You can keep the knees pointed up to the sky, go a little bit wide with your feet, and let your knees and your thighs fall together. Placing the hands on the belly region, constructive rest position. This particular shape of the body helps redirect energy down into the lower belly and into the pelvis. By placing the hands on the abdomen, we also reinforce the energetics of the shape of the pose, redirecting energy into the lower belly and the pelvis, which helps leave us with feelings of stabilization and calmness. The last cycle of breath here. Heel toe the feet so that they're back in line with the sitting bones, knees pointing straight up to the sky. Shift your hips a little bit over to the right and then roll your body over to the left. As you land there on the left side of the body, let's press the right hand down and start to come up to your seat. Hands can join together at your heart center in prayer. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.